Hello and welcome back to, Tyler videos. This one's going to be called Look Again, Tyler, from Team Tyler at https://tyler.team. Yep, that's us. We're going to start with how the anonymous hacker group in 2012 was convinced that Bitcoin was the old destructive hierarchical structure of our societies, the natural progress of new self-organizing society. Plutocrats control politicians, judges, military forces, and hierarchical structures. These plutocrats, with their unbalanced power, selfishly enact their will over the will of others. Therefore, in order for the governance to be organic, the citizens of our society must have equal power. And they're saying that Bitcoin is the way you do that. By distributing the power more evenly through society. Yeah. Invest in Bitcoin. This is where they said one of your homework assignments was to withdraw your assets from the current social structure and military-industrial plutocracy and invest in Bitcoin. Alright, so I'm going to show you something about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin that you're probably not looking into, but you should have, which means you're not very good hackers, because you didn't hack into where Bitcoin and who was making all the money was really coming from. So you ready? Here we go. Okay, we're going to just look at a couple of the top ones. We're going to look at Ethereum. We're going to look at Ripple. I mean, we all know who makes Bitcoin Cash, but we're going to look at Ethereum. We're going to look at Ripple. And we're going to look at Stellar. Those are the three that we're going to look at today. Three. Because it's like scientific method. Like, once it's random, twice it's coincidence, three times it's a pattern. Plus it's 3 of the top 10, so that's like 30%. Okay? You get it? We're covering like 30% of the top 10 cryptocurrency market. So, the first one that we're going to cover is going to be Ethereum. Build unstoppable applications. Then the next one we're going to cover is Ripple, which is the world's only enterprise blockchain solution for global payments. And then we're going to cover Stellar, which makes stellar lumens, which allows you to move money across borders quickly, reliably, and for fractions of a penny. So where we get started is we get started in, Ethereum. Where did it start? It started with $100,000 from Peter Thiel's fellowship awarded to Ethereum's Vitili Buterin. That was back in like 2014. Okay, so Vitili Buterin created Bitcoin Magazine, Dark Wallet, CryptoKid, Ethereum, all kinds of stuff this kid's into. Yeah. Then we're gonna go to, the next one is Ripple, and we're gonna go to an article from MIT Technology Review, and we're gonna say big name investors back effort to build a better Bitcoin. And Ripple, made by OpenCoin, was funded from Andreessen Horowitz, which is Mark Andreessen, Lightspeed Ventures, and Founders Fund, a venture firm owned by PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel. Pretty exciting, right? So now we just found out that Ethereum and Ripple were both funded by the same guy. And then we go to Lumen, which Stripe-backed Stellar kicks off worldwide money transfers. So the company Stripe backs Stellar, the cryptocurrency. And then when you get into Stripe, what you want to focus on is that the person who made Stellar is the developer behind Mt. Gox and Ripple. So the guy who made Stellar made Ripple, right? So, other members of Stellar's board include Keith Rabois. He's a former executive at PayPal who Peter Thiel was at PayPal. So we have one connection there, but we look at the CEO of Stripe, and where Stripe, then we're going to go to Crunchbase because we're going to look at where Stripe got its money. Stripe got its money from Founders Fund, the same fund that funded Ripple, that's owned by the same guy that funded Ethereum. So you see, essentially, your top 3 cryptocurrency coins were funded by the same dude and his group of friends. So then you go into, you know, Stripe's other funding. So you got like these funders, but you got Thrive Capital and you got Founders Fund for Stripe. You know, Stripe, the company that is stellar. So then when you go to Thrive Capital, you find out that Thrive Capital is owned by Jared Kushner. Right? So now you have both Jared Kushner and Peter Thiel, who are both connected to President Trump, which we'll get into, investing in companies that are loosely connected to cryptocurrency companies. Okay? Because Founders Fund was Peter Thiel. So then what we find is that in January of this year, Bitcoin surged 14% on Peter Thiel investment, and Ripple is now the second largest cryptocurrency as of January. So now you see that Peter Thiel is now also an investor in Bitcoin in a public manner, which enables the market to fluctuate by 14%. So he's a big player in, you know, at least the top 3 cryptocurrencies. Now, who is this guy and who are all his friends, you know, that are invading this, you know, cryptocurrency, you know, that these hacker kids told me to invest my life in? Well, these dudes invent the software that the military uses to track you. And it's where you anonymous kids all got that magic AI that lets you hack everything that you don't tell anyone about. You may not even know it's an AI. You may just think it's some type of package that you just put an IP address into and it goes to town. I don't know exactly how it works. I haven't seen exactly what you guys are doing. So anyway, so from like Palantir, you know, you see that, you know, Peter Thiel is sitting next to Donald Trump. But this infamous cryptocurrency investor, you know, who's buddy-buddy with the president, you know, when you start looking at his Wikipedia entry, you find out that, something really familiar. You find out that he's a member of the steering committee for the Bilderberg Group. Right? It's Bilderberg Group. I mean, every conspiracy theorist guy in the world, like Alex Jones, knows who the Bilderberg Group is. But you may not know what a steering committee is. So the steering committee is a committee that decides on the priorities or order of business of an organization and manages the general course of its operations. And the Bilderberg Group, in case you didn't know, the Bilderberg Group is a group or meetings is an annual private conference of 120 to 150 people of the European and North American political elite, experts from industry, finance, academia, and the media, established in 1954 by Prince Bernhard of the Netherlands. Yeah. You know, Prince Bernhard of the Netherlands. Oops, that was someone else. And Prince Bernhard of the Netherlands, yeah. He was the dad of Princess Beatrice. Like royal people. And Princess Beatrice is a member of the Golden Fleece, right? Right, like the circle. So like the Order of the Golden Fleece is like a secret society of all the royal people all over the world. And the dude that's investing in your Bitcoins and running and creating and funding all the Bitcoins, he's like their party planner. I keep trying to tell you guys this, but you don't seem to want to like dig into it much, because everyone's like, Bilderberg Group, how are they tracking everyone? How are they monitoring everyone? And you know, you get into like royalty and stuff. It's like, you know, the Queen of England. You know, the Queen of the United Kingdom is a member of the Golden Fleece. Like every royal person is like a member, you know, like the secret society of the royal elite, the Golden Fleece. But that's not all. You know, the Order of the Golden Fleece. These guys. It's German. Anyway, so then, you know, you start digging into stuff. And I was like, oh, that's a lot. That's like too much to take. My brain hurts. Ouch. And then I was like, wow, I want to go back to like normal politics, because now I'm deep down in asses of the like secret society royal elite. And like I saw a picture that Donald Trump and Peter Thiel were connected, and I was like, hey, I wonder if Hillary Clinton and Peter Thiel are connected. And then I go to the Hillary Clinton emails, and there's like one. But then I go to like the John Podesta emails, and then I'm like, wow, a potential breakthrough technology from Haim Saban of Saban Entertainment, you know, the big entertainment moguls that are all going down right now. This is how they track all your technology and make sure they know everyone who's talking about them. But the important one is the Chelsea update. And this is going to be really important to people who haven't been watching my research, because this is going to illustrate to you how they use a big giant AI to track your hashtags, because Palantir makes a big giant AI to watch everything on the internet. I'm going to show you. Are you ready? It's for Fashion Week, and it says, continuing her obsession with data, Chelsea has led an effort to look at the lifetime of every Clinton Global Initiative commitment over the past 10 years and figure out what we can learn from the commitments that worked and what we can learn from the ones that didn't. With the help of Palantir, Clinton Global Initiative is planning to release a special report that examines this data and looks at what characteristics led to the most successful CGI commitments. She's moderating a panel. Here's a link. We should go to that link after this. Let's copy that. On this topic on Tuesday during CGI, and we'll also talk about a new data library launching on the Clinton Foundation website. That can be found a resource to others doing similar work. So the Clinton Global Initiative pretty much uses the Palantir software to monitor all their hashtags and stuff, and track you and find out who you are. So, like, you know, you should know that. Yeah, save the elephants. Save elephants. So they do hashtag campaigns. You know how I know? Because they say it right here. The Clinton Foundation partnered with Made Fashion Week. Anyway, so let's go to that link. Let's see what that link says. Oh. Yeah, goes to the Clinton Foundation website. Weird. I don't like that site. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty weird stuff, right? You know, why is one person connected to so much, has like one big giant system, right? See, and this is my logic, and this is why I'm doing this recording, because I really want you to understand this. And I really, really want you to put this into your brain as a smart person. Is, why does the person who builds the software that protects us from terrorist threats and all kinds of stuff. Also, the same person who's building blockchain that criminals are using to sell and transfer illegal weapons, drugs, pornography, you know, the darknet, where they use blockchain cryptocurrency, is like the biggest problem for like law enforcement and for like a lot of people. So why is the guy who's selling you the security software also the same guy that's making the most money off of the type of currency that the criminals are using to buy all their crap? I've been trying to figure this out for a year, and I've been digging into the research. I've been making myself look like an idiot on the internet, right? But this guy has the software to track everything I do down to the minute. And he has all the money and all the Bitcoin, and he has all the hackers, and pretty much he has everything. But I'm still poking at him. I mean, I don't make any accusations against him. I just ask questions like, why does the guy who owns the most of the cryptos also own the software that the governments are buying to stop terrorist events? I mean, especially with all the events that have been happening in the world, like this is the software that's supposed to alert them to their threats. Right, but every time there's like this shooting or there's this event, it seems like there's more kids on the internet talking about how to make cryptos off it. Be like, oh, this is just another sign that the government is failing you, buy cryptos. Right, so that's why I think it's like a total crypto conspiracy, is because, you know, all the nerds buying cryptos, they don't want to look at the guy who's like making the most money off the cryptos, are like Jared Kushner and Peter Thiel and his friends, and they're all taking you for a ride. Yeah, but you don't want to see it. I mean, more people want to make silly videos about me on the internet because I intentionally do stupid stuff. Just because I'd like to see who their stupid videos are going to be made about me. But anyway, but you have a serious problem. And that serious problem is, like, you know, cryptocurrency, you know, ever since the beginning, they've been having meetings about it at the Bilderberg Group.